Alex. I'm 38, 2 kids, married, from Leeds, and I've been involved with infant mental health and Leeds mental wellbeing service. Well, what led me to receiving therapy to a degree, I suppose, is I was struggling to bond with my lad, who is now 19 months, and the bond between me and him, when he was born, I felt there were literally nothing there compared to what it was like when my daughter was born, who was 6. My wife, Lizzie, she spoke to the health visitor that comes to your house after, obviously you've had a kid and we've got home and everything, and she was worried about me. She spoke to me about it, and I said, yeah, okay, I'll agree to that. Wasn't really keen on it at first, but then I come round with the idea of it. My wife spoke to the health visitor. The health visitor then, it was absolutely amazing, by the way. She put me onto the infant mental health service, who then got in contact with me, and then the regular weekly appointments at our house, which were just between me and my son. There were no, my daughter were out, my wife were out. It were just me and him and Gemma just in the house, and that was it. And the support that she gave us, how she'd helped me is amazing, really. And then that also got moved on to a little bit onto the Leeds mental wellbeing service through CB therapy, cognitive behavioural therapy, with the last called Rosie, and that was great, because going back a little bit, I was diagnosed with PTSD back in 2007 through an incident that I went through then, and I didn't realise how much that incident and my PTSD was affecting me. I didn't realise how the two, i.e. my PTSD and the bonding with my child, actually, I didn't realise how much they impacted each other. And so I did my CB therapy alongside weekly with the infant mental health, and they run together, and they were, I don't know why I didn't do it earlier, to be honest. And then, which led me on to, during my time while I was doing my CB therapy, it led me on to my medication that I'm currently on now, which I'm slowly coming off of. And then, now the CB therapy is finished, I've moved on to what you call EMDR therapy, which is eye movement desensitization and reproduction, which I can't understand. I can't explain to you how good that actually is. So, and at the minute, everything's going well. When I was starting my infant mental health, I actually went into the local chemist to buy my lad some dummies. And while I was waiting to get served, I just looked on the wall, and there was a poster for AMC, which is Andy's Man Club. And I took a flyer, took it home, read it, put it in the drawer, left it, took it back out, and my wife caught me reading it, and she's like, "What's that?" And she says, "I think that's a good idea." I says, "Well, I've been thinking about it." And I went, "Do you know what? Yeah. What's the harm? You know?" So I went down, and that was nearly 2 years ago. And now I'm a facilitator. The bond that I've got now with my lad it's like glue, man. You're not getting rid of that now. However, if you'd have told me this originally from day one, what you'd be like in a year, 18 months time, or whatever, I've been like, really? I don't think so. But humble pie is what I'm eating now, I suppose. Thanks to infant mental health, Leeds Wellbeing, Andy's Man Club. All good. Well, regarding the infant mental health and the CB therapy and the EMDR therapy that I'm having and what have you, having actually them, I don't think there'll be, I don't think there's anything to change, if I'm honest, regarding that bit. What I would say regarding if you want to improve anything or change something or whatever, then what I would say is that you need to involve dads more. Not necessarily dads, it could be partner, whatever, whether it's same-sex couples, whatever. You need to, don't just revolve it all around mum, baby, mum, baby, mum, baby all the time, because sometimes when health visitor knocks on your door, you as a dad, you open the door, half the time they'll just walk straight past you, where's mum, baby? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right, thanks very much, thanks for asking, whatever. But don't get me wrong, it's not all the time, but it's more often than not. Also, prior to having your kid, like with your midwife appointments, I don't know, have the dad's midwife appointment. So make one with you, make sure mum and baby are fine, happy with that, have your scans, do whatever, make sure mum's all right, baby's all right, growing, everyone's healthy, happy days. And that's dad, right, well, next week you're going to come on your own, me and you, one-to-one, we're going to have a little cheeky chat and see how you're doing, how you're getting on. Because having a kid isn't just about mum and baby, it's about a family unit together. Not like information readily available, and advertise it more, because if you go into a midwife appointment, it's just like, yeah, dad move, right, it's all on you. So what's it, So why not have it, I don't know, put posters in offices and corridors or whatever, in antenatal classes or whatever, postnatal class, whatever, and make everything about both rather than just about the one person and the one kid, which, and I know it sounds a bit weird and maybe a bit horrible, but it's not always about that little baby, it's about everybody. Because if the parent's mental health is knackered, what's the kid going to be like? Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to, but the kid's not going to have the best start in life if the parents are really struggling and no one's willing to help them. Or, I mean, you've got to want to help yourself, but because you need to, in my personal opinion, you're not going to grow if you don't admit that you've got a problem. If you admit you've got a problem, you've started the ball rolling. I think the services are very, very, very good. I mean, NHS is, amazing. It's an amazing thing. But like I say, the only thing that I would suggest is just please involve the other half more.